We are live.
Welcome, everybody. Cotton Grammar here with Fletch, Joe Marfolio, and we have an incredible event lined up for you. Not just one, but we have 4-part workshop that we're going to be unleashing over the next couple weeks, and tonight is not going to be any different. So first of all, welcome, but now we need you to get over and participate with us. Go ahead and share my screen, and what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Facebook. And we're going to be in the OMG way. And if you are unfamiliar with this, it is very, very simple to get over there. It's going to be, you can either type in the Facebook search bar, the OMG way, or it's facebook.com/group/the OMG way. We're going to be on the first pin post in the group. What we like to do is be very interactive with you while we're talking to you and while we're in the workshop, so you can get the most out of it. It also feels a whole lot more energy when you know how many people from around the world are joining us for this workshop, and we've got thousands and thousands of people that are going to be joining us over the next couple weeks. Now, I've got Fletch and Joe that are standing by right now to add you into the group. And once you get into the group, what I really want you to do is to share with me where you're from. Now, we're going to take a couple minutes to get to know one another. And right now, I'm at my second home in Orlando, Florida. Sometimes my spelling never goes over very well when I'm on these webinars talking. I'm in Orlando, Florida. And the next webinar, I'll be in my home in Miami, Florida. So tonight here in Orlando, we're going to be holding the workshop. Fletch is in Phoenix. We have Joe, who is in Colorado right now. And tonight is going to be a super exciting night. As you see, the webinar is named the 5 Major Ways That People Make Money Organically Inside of OMG with Free Traffic. As you can see, a lot of people here. We got Nick from Charleston, South Carolina. We got John from Texas. We got Tess from Los Angeles. Paul from Jacksonville. It comes flying in right now. We're on a little bit of a delay. We'll keep naming off a few more people. I want everyone to get a chance to get caught up so they can participate in posting in this group. We're a very, very lively group. I'm going to be looking at the questions that are on this. I'm going to be getting it back and forth, shouting out to people like David Flass from Ohio. We got Andrew Thomas from the UK. He's up a little late tonight, which is good. It's motivated. But this is, if you're just joining us right now, this is a free workshop that we're putting on. And over the course of the next 4 workshops, this is the first one. It's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, next Tuesday, next Thursday. We're literally going to be unleashing material and training that could literally cost you into the thousands of dollars. Now, tonight, we're going to help you build a foundation. If you've always wanted to understand internet marketing or how people are actually making money online, then you're in the right place. Because even if you're a very, very novice beginner, we're going to get you updated and we're going to get you acclimated with the foundational information you're going to need to understand the next 3 webinars. Now, the next webinar, which is going to be on Thursday, and we're going to jump ahead a little bit, just kind of give you a schedule, is going to be absolutely mind-bending. We're going to give you a lesson on personal identity branding that would literally run you $10,000 if you were to come to any one of our digital marketing agencies. But first, I just want to get you just kind of get to know me a little bit, to get to know Fletch, a little bit know Joe, before we kind of take this off while everyone's kind of sharing where they're at, so you can see just how many people are actually here for this free workshop. My name's Cotton Grammar. I live in Miami, Florida, and I own a digital marketing agency that does fairly well, does about 10, 11 million a year. And I've got celebrity clients, people that I work with, and literally what we do is Fletch and Joe and myself are all incredibly successful in our own digital marketing agencies. We show up once a week to give you a download of what we did in our week, which means the clients that we're working with, what we've done, how we're making money, and how other people are making money online. So what you're doing is you're actually learning from people that are living and breathing it every day and are teaching you a step-by-step process, which is what we call our perfect process. And with some of you, you know, Google doesn't lie. And I'm going to do this for credibility's sake. So Chicago, search engine optimization, And when we do this search right here, we can see that I do come up number 1. You can't make this sort of stuff up in Google right here, if I could spell it right. And these are ads right up here. The number 1 is for myself. And we could do this in many other places. Right now, I'm in Orlando, Florida. We do Orlando SEO. You can see I'm the number 1 person there. And then we have Fletch. Fletch, say hello while I bring you up, man.
Yeah, man. It's always good to be on, Cod. It's fun to run these every once in a while.
Right.
Yeah, usually stop in to and check things out. Yeah, looking at good old search explosion right there. Oh, looks like I beat the maps, I guess. So
exactly. And this is Fletch right here. He's a number 1 digital marketing agency in Phoenix, Arizona. And so what you're on with tonight is you're on with individuals to where really we enjoy helping people. And literally this workshop that we're going to give right now is literally the same methods that we use on celebrity clients, on our own clients, on ourselves. And literally, if you've always wondered how to make money online, we're going to show you step-by-step processes, how to do it for free. So also, Joe, say hello to everyone, man. Joe Marfolio is an incredible affiliate marketer. We're going to describe what that is. He's in lead generation, a lot of other stuff. There's many different ways to make money. But Joe, how's the weather in Denver?
It's actually pretty nice, man. I'm actually in Carbondale in Colorado, and it's been 60s, 70s. So it's been a beautiful spring. And, looking forward to the webinar today. Great.
So am I, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're all here today for kind of a specific reason. And what I really want to know is we're here for different reasons. Many of you are here. What I want you to do is if you can be transparent with us, and there's always a little bit of delay when we're talking. So if the comments don't start coming in right away, that's why. But why are you really here? I want you to just put it down in one sentence. Is it that you want to have a better job? You want to earn some passive income? You need to put, some children through college? You want a better car? You want to live in a better place? You want to move? Mainly, you just don't like what you're doing. What I want to know is this. Why are you on the webinar? And I want to know what we can do for you. And with that, a lot of you are probably here because you're investing your time because you want a better tomorrow. You want a better tomorrow. And that's where we're all at right now. So we're just going to give it a couple more seconds and let all of these here. Some people say they want to learn search engine optimization. They already know how powerful that can be. But if you're going to get the most out of this workshop, you really need to know why you're here. And when someone says freedom, the freedom to do whatever they want. Who wants to be a ball and chain to an employer? Says, I want to change my life for the better and provide a better life for my family. It's a damn good reason. Says, I want to have more free time, more income, more balance. That's right. Want a better tomorrow. And all incredibly want to improve the knowledge of SEO for my business. Came to the right place. Some people said, make money, better lifestyle, income stream. Well, we can start talking about that, but generally we're all here because we know that we're meant for something a little more. We know that we can literally have a better life. You're just not satisfied with where you're at. Maybe you feel like a prisoner. You have to go into where someone tells you where to be at with the most valuable asset, which is your time. They say, hey, be here at 9 o'clock, and you're a prisoner and you can't leave till 5. And what you're doing is you're powering someone else up. You're getting them more wealthy, and you're basically a cog in their wheel to make them more money. You realize that you're not meant to be a cog in that wheel. Maybe that's it. You're searching for a specific reason where you can get more money because money's a resource so you can have a better family life. You can have better things. You can have better time spent. That's it. And there's many different ways that we can do that. You can either you can go back to school, and people tell you that, if you go back to school, well, that's going to cost you money, and it's also going to cost you time. So you go back to school, it takes about, even if you go to a regular university, I got done talking to a student that's at the University of Central Florida, and I was having a conversation with him. He was waiting on my table over the weekend, and I was very curious because I knew I was going to be on here with you. I said, how much does it cost for you to go to school for 1 year? And he said, well, to be honest with you, it's right about $12,000 to $14,000 a year. So what you're looking at is, you know, even if you were to stop what you're doing, go back to school if you've never been, you're basically looking at about, you know, $50,000 to $80,000 in the hole. You're looking at 4 years of your life, and stats have shown that when you graduate, you're only going to end up with about $42,000. That's about the average person gets when they graduate. It's not a very comforting feeling to know that I work hard and I pay for 4 years, give up 4 years of my life, study, do all this other stuff, and all I've got is a piece of paper and I have no real world experience. Well, you can do that. If you want more money, you can also go to your employer and you can ask for a raise. It's another way that you can get more money. You know, another way is you can start your own business. And a lot of you say, well, how can I do that? You know, a business costs money. I got to have a brick and mortar location. I have to have employees. I have to have a product. I have to have all these things. Well, that's one way that you can make money. But, you know, the easiest way that I'm going to tell you right now how to make money is this. And I was taught this by someone that I've always looked up to. And he's over to the side of my screen, to the right of my screen, which is funny enough, which is Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins used to say that if you want to learn something as fast as humanly possible, you go to the best people in the world at doing what they're doing, and you let them clear out that information for you. So for instance, if you wanted to start up your own business, for you to sit and do all the research and figure out everything that you needed, from licensings to loans, to products, to insurance, to everything that you needed to start up your own business, that can be a little overwhelming. And you still have got to maintain your family, your job, and everything else going on. That could be a very daunting task. But what if you had someone that was an expert at setting up businesses that just said, hey, I'm going to pick on right here, Kelvin. Hey, Kelvin, I've helped thousands of people start their own business. And I'm going to give you the blueprint of every little thing that you need to do to get this business started. I'm going to give you the phone numbers. I'm going to give you the contacts. I'm going to give you everything you need to do to get up off the ground. But not only that, you're going to see that I'm doing the same thing. Now, if you were doing that right now, tell me that wouldn't give you an incredible advantage. And that's where we're at right now. Because unless you win the lottery, you get an inheritance, or unless you come up with a revolutionary idea that you can sell and people can manufacture and make billions of dollars, you're basically, that's how you're going to get your money. And tonight, what we're going to do is, by us on the webinar, Fletch, who has made millions of dollars online. And, you know, some of you have come in from different people on the webinar. I have made 12 million last year. I've made about $17 million since I started working online. I've sold over 30 million plus online through webinars and through digital products. You know, Joe has made millions and millions of dollars over the last decade online. And what we do is we give you an absolute advantage, because what makes us a little bit different than other people is this, and a different workshop is simply this. Other people literally make money teaching people, but don't have a viable business to pull their research and development and lessons from. That's not us. My number one focus every day is running Cotton Grammar Media. Fletch is running Search Explosion. Joe, you're going to get to find out what he does tonight to make his money. We're going to explain to you and download it and show you exactly what he's doing. So what we're doing is we're gaining our knowledge through research and development, working on real live clients, running real businesses, running some of the top digital agencies in the world, handling some of the top people in the world with their marketing and search engine optimization, and giving that information right back to you. Now, if you think that you could get an advantage with that type of information, I want you to give me a hashtag yes right here. I want you to just give me a hashtag yes. If you feel that you've been at a place to where, you know, how are these guys making money? How are these people pulling this money in? What are they doing? If I could look over their shoulder And if I could figure out what they were doing, and if they showed me exactly what they were doing, and if I could check out to make sure that these guys are legit, that they are ranked in Google, that they do have successful companies, they have been featured in Forbes and Inc. and Entrepreneur and Huffington Post, which we all have, then yes, I feel that I could have an advantage over other people because I'm learning from people that are truly out there being successful doing what they're doing. Now, we're getting a lot of yeses in. Actually, it's actually locked up my Facebook, which is good. And that's true. You're going to get an ultimate advantage over everyone else. And that's what we call the perfect process. The perfect process. And, you know, you can find someone, and if it's not us, my advice to you is when you find someone that already has a tremendous success and you can find a way to learn from them, whether it's an apprenticeship or whether it's something that they're doing, when you can learn from these people, it does. Now, the good news is simply this, is the internet, even though that a lot of you think it's been around forever, it really hasn't. The internet has been around literally where people have been making money on it, probably about the last 20, 22 years. But I'm telling you, it's literally the Wild West. It's literally the Wild West out there right now. I want you to imagine that literally we are colonizing a whole other planet full of businesses. And that's basically what the internet is. There is so many people that have access to the internet. There's never been a way right now. And here's the thing. Everyone can make money off the internet right now. Anyone can. When we stop and think about people from China can access our site, people from Canada, people from Mexico, anyone can reach us and get business from us if we have the right products, if we have the right services, if we have everything. It's wide open right now. We've already proven that just last Black Friday that Amazon actually beat out brick and mortar locations where clicks beat bricks. It's a new generation that's moving forward. The older crowd or the older people that are 40 plus, if they're cynical and they can't get on and they can't join, that's okay. The younger crowd will. But what you've got to do to make money is you've got to adapt and you've got to be ahead of the curve. And we found a way to adapt. We found a way to get ahead of the curve and give you this important information where you can be a part of the Wild West, just as it is you go and claim your own property and you set up your business and you start making money. It's as literally as simple as it is. And it's people think that the .com stuff is exploded. It's not. It's literally in its infancy right now. We're never at a better time ever to be making money online than ever before. If you own a brick and mortar location, you're going to find that you're going to be losing sales to online more and more and more. So that's something that you really need to understand getting into this workshop right now. And what we want to leave you with over the next 4 webinars is just this. We want to leave you with pure value. We want to make sure that when you leave here that you're going to be able to take the lessons that we're going to give you at no cost, and you're going to be able to go out and power up and make a little bit of money yourself. Now, if those of you are here to learn and to make money, then just give me #money right here. That's what I want to see. And we're going to get this started, and we're going to kind of walk you through the process of how money is made right now. And we've got thousands of members inside our private underground community that are absolutely making a killing inside our group. And a little bit later tonight, we're going to show you some of those people. We're going to show you that their success. You're going to be able to join the group. You're going to be able to read what they've wrote. It's on Facebook. You're more than welcome to message them, whatever. They're actually real people, and you're just going to get excited. Matter of fact, if you're on here right now, I'm telling you, this is going to be probably one of the best decisions you've ever made to join us over the next 4 workshops to really get this done. But Fletch, literally, when I talk about this is the Wild West right now, people think that the internet is almost over, that there's nothing left. That's really furthest thing from the truth that people could believe, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Cotton. I mean, even even with that kind of metaphor and that symbolism, you think about, the Wild West, we think about the gold rush, and, we think about, westward expansion here in the US. And all that really did was set the stage for the big development that came after that, right? Building cities, all the commerce of people moving in and people setting up shops and actually making money and things like that. And I think that's kind of the phase we're in now, which is kind of really establishing the fact that people trust and go online for almost everything that they do nowadays. So, I mean, whether it's to get advice about a relationship or to find somebody that can help them out with their business or to just decide where to eat, the internet's really the place people look. And, it's cool because it's established enough to go out there and do things with it, but there's still massive opportunity, and it's just growing like crazy.
It's incredible. It's just incredible how people believe that they just don't have, they think the internet's cut off, that there's too many people on there already. And I'm going to show you just over the course of the next few moments just how that's literally the furthest thing from the truth. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started right now. And I'm going to kind of dig in here and we're going to show you. And, Fletch, can you see my screen right now where it says
you got the all hands in. Yep.
Great. What we're going to talk about tonight is this is an OMG NHB 2017 workshop. And what does OMG stand for? It stands for One Man Gang. And it's literally the name of the company is OMG Machines, One Man Gang Machines. NHB stands for No Holds Barred. And as we just talked before, everything is about the process. And one of the things that we really want to get across to you on this first part of 4 parts on our workshop is this. What I want to really build the mentality of you right now and what you're going to get out of this workshop is this, is if you really want to make money online, you can't come from the mentality is that you have a lack of resources. So many people sit and they say they don't have enough money. They don't have enough time. They're not smart enough. They can't do this. They can't do that. People come from the lack of mentality. What I can tell you is this, one thing every entrepreneur has in common is they are resourceful. It's never a lack of resources. It's your lack of resourcefulness. And entrepreneurs have something called a process. What they do is they always believe that there's a problem. The mindset that they have is you know what? I don't have enough money. That's okay. There's a ton of money out in the world. I'll find a way to get enough money to get this information, to get my stuff going. And so what we're talking about tonight is OMG has literally built a perfect process to where once you get inside, you follow us step by step. We've helped thousands of people change their lives and make well over $10,000 a month. Some well over $100,000 a month. And we're going to show you those people here in a moment. And with that, we have right here, we have thousands of income reports in from people that are there. One of them that we're hit right here, he says, I picked up another first check from a client today. I have my proposal for a mattress company with 30 locations in 2 weeks. Excited for what's to come. Another one right here happened right over Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. I made about 60K that I can directly attribute to OMG since I started. I'm so thankful for these fine folks who have created this program. Thank you, David Mills, for your genius. David Mills is our CEO here at OMG. And thank you, the rest of the coaches, for you as well. Can't wait to see what happens in 2017. Eric just posted again this morning that he got another client for $2,000. And you know what? Businesses have one thing in common for survival. They have one thing in common. And that one thing is simply traffic. If you think about it, every mall, every brick and mortar mall that you go into, it's always busy with people. That's because it's where people go to shop. If there's no traffic, they can't make money. So because the internet is infinite and there's infinite ways for you to open up stores and property, businesses always want as much targeted traffic as possible. If someone opens up a skateboard shop, they're looking for people that are interested in buying things that are skateboards, skateboard accessories, skateboard clothing, hats, anything, equipment to come to that skateboard store and buy them. And so, you know, online businesses, brick and mortar, if they want to scale or if they want to pass their competitors, They need more targeted traffic online. Because let's face it, if you're on a busy street, you already know how much traffic you can get. It's a finite amount of traffic. But the thing with the internet is there's an unlimited amount of traffic your business can get, which means that it can power up your business in ways that you never believed before. And you see, there's kind of been a massive shift in the last decade of how local businesses get more visibility to get targeted traffic. And 10 years ago, it kind of looked like this. So when everyone wanted to look for businesses and when they wanted to find a doctor, a new lawyer, they wanted to look for a florist, they wanted to look for a chiropractor, they picked up a telephone book and they picked up the phone and they dialed. But it's the way of the dinosaur. That's extinct. This is the present day right now. People have this piece of glass, this iPhone, this, they put it in their back pocket, they pull it out. They can find restaurants, they can get directions. They can find a digital marketing agency. They can find a museum. They can find wherever they're at. And based upon what shows up first is generally what people use and what they go to. Present day, people are using their mobile devices or home computers to find local doctors, lawyers, dentists, plumbers, lawyers, mechanics, restaurants, lawn care, everything before. And just to show you how powerful that traffic is when we're talking about making money online is, Google just passed Apple to become the most valuable company in the world. And it literally goes hand in hand together. One builds the hardware it takes to get you to Google. So they kind of need each other. So it makes sense that they would be number one and number two. Not only that, we have Forbes right here. Search engine optimization, if you don't know what it is, it's making sure that you're listing in the best possible way inside of Google. Well, local businesses are having a challenge doing it because let's face it, a doctor wants to be a doctor, a dentist wants to be a dentist. They're not marketing experts and they don't have time to figure it out. There's so much stuff and it's ever changing and ever flowing. How would they do that? And if you ever wanted to be a consultant also, CNN Money says it is one of the best, highest growing jobs over the next 10 years at 41%, with top pay about $208,000, median pay 92. And that's for people that are basically average or below average that really don't have the knowledge. And with making money online, when I talked about before is how this is really the Wild West. This is literally never summed up any better than this. When we look at the total population as of last year was about 7.3 billion of internet users. We're looking at 3.4 billion users. And of that, 2.3 billion active social media users, 3.7 billion unique mobile users, and we look almost 2 billion, and that's passed over the last year of active social media users. So when we look at that, just people that are getting online right now, we have penetrated 46% of the population. As of a year ago, I feel right now that we're closer to about 49% penetration of people from the population to people that are online right now. When you look at that, that's absolutely staggering, considering third world countries, people that can't have access to the internet, that don't have the equipment, laptops or cell phones or iPads to get on the internet, being at about 50% penetration worldwide is staggering when you think about it. That we're able to actually reach 3.5 billion people that have an opportunity to come to a website that is online. We don't even need that much. All we need is a few thousand people to literally change our lives. Just think about that. We need a microscopic fraction of that traffic to our site. Business owners are basically so desperate for more exposure and visibility and traffic to survive that the demand can't be satisfied. And the forecast says that SEO-related spending is going to be worth $80 billion by the year 2020 from all sort of businesses. Now, I kind of wanted you to get set up for all this because search engine optimization is how you get free organic traffic. And now that you've seen that literally half the population is online, $80 billion is projected to be spent, now you have a better idea of understanding the top ways our members are making money inside of OMG. And OMG Machines, we've had thousands of members come through. We've consulted and helped and mentored thousands of digital marketing agencies all over the United States that hold some of the top positions everywhere. And you know what? There's never enough. There's never enough. When you think about all the different cities, all the different suburbs, all the different small areas that literally need traffic. It's staggering. It's absolutely staggering. But the number one way that people make money, we're going to go over the top 5 ways. The number one way that people make money inside of OMG right now is client consulting. And that's why we talked a little bit about clients over the last couple minutes right now. And that's how I make 100% of my money inside of OMG. And I'm going to give you a very detailed example of this and kind of break down and show you this here in a few moments. But I want to run through these and literally give you the foundation of how money's made online so you can understand. And these are things that we also teach you once you get inside of OMG at a very detailed level. So client consulting is basically a business. Let's say that a doctor is in Orlando, Florida right now, and he's a plastic surgeon. He's a young guy. He's probably 36 years old. He's out of medical school. He's off on his own. He's got his own office. How does he make the phone ring? Well, let's see. He can take out TV ads. He can take out billboards, newspaper, radio, whatever. But let's face it. If he's a plastic surgeon and people are looking for rhinoplasty, they're looking for breast augmentation, they're like looking for facelifts or whatever, what someone's going to do is they're going to type in facelift Orlando is what they're going to do. And people generally believe that the number one thing that comes up on Google is the most trusted doctor or entity that you need to call to get a consult from. So because this young doctor is nowhere to be found in Google, he's on page 3. What we have the capability of doing and what we teach inside of OMG is to take this particular doctor and move him into the top 1, 2, or 3 positions. So when someone puts in breast implants Orlando, rhinoplasty Orlando, facelift Orlando, Botox Orlando, he comes up number 1. What do you think is going to happen to his business in this geographical area when people are searching to purchase these services in there? Now, I'm not looking at the Facebook group right now, but I want you to do this. If you feel that you could take a doctor who can't be found in Google and you put him into the number 1 position for rhinoplasty Orlando, breast augmentation Orlando, Botox Orlando, any of those, if you put him number 1, that could bring him hundreds of thousands of dollars of business, if not millions of dollars worth of business in just one metropolitan area. Give me #agree. Give me #agree. Because I can tell you, I've got several plastic surgeons and I've been able to generate millions of new revenue for them, and they love us. And we're one of the few people with search engine optimization. You can't learn it in a university. You can't learn it at a school. You can't learn it really anywhere. OMG Machines has taught more people search engine optimization. We've taught more people make money with search engine optimization than any other entity in the world. And that's the power of search engine optimization. So hopefully we're getting a ton of agrees happen right now. Just think about it. That's the power of you being able to control traffic and moving it over through client consulting. So that's one way that we make money inside of OMG. The second way that we make money inside of OMG is I'm going to let Joe Marfolio. Joe, this is how you make a lot of money. And what I want to do is, and I apologize if you already know what affiliate marketing is, but I want to make sure that we don't leave anyone behind and letting you understand how money's made online before we start our workshop. So, Joe, can you kind of tell people, if someone has heard the word affiliate or affiliate marketing, can you kind of break down in the kindergarten way exactly what that is to help people understand?
Yeah. So basically what you're doing is you're partnering with a product creator and you're bringing traffic to whatever it is that they're selling their product is, and they split the profit with you. So to make it real simple, when I talk to a lot of people, when they first want to start making money online, they have all these ideas. Some people are like, oh, I want to, make a weight loss product, right? Because I have this diet. And, to go ahead and make an info product or something to sell online, I mean, you can do it. A lot of people do it, but it takes a lot of work, right? You have to make videos, you have to make PDFs, you have to make a membership site, all this stuff before you even start promoting your product and hope that people buy it. Well, when you do affiliate marketing, you team up with someone who is an expert at not only whatever niche you're in, say the weight loss niche, but they're an expert at conversion. They create the website that called a landing page where you can send people to, and it converts them into customers. So say they're selling this info product, their info product for $99. They're willing to split that with you. So basically they make $44.50 and you make $44.50 for every sale. And the only thing you have to do is drive traffic to it. And that's it. And I do that in a lot of different niches. And it's, for me, it's very easy to rank something, send the traffic over, then split the profit with them. And this could be done with, like I said, anything, an info product. If you even look at maybe some of your favorite things that you buy online, you could be affiliate for that. For Amazon, right? You can sell Amazon products, and they'll give you a percentage of the profit. So kind of this is such a huge market, and I don't even think people know really how huge it is, and all the different options they have with it.
Joe, I know that you made a tremendous amount of money from something called porn addiction. And not that you have a problem with it or anything, but you found a particular niche that no one wants to talk about. And you found an expert that was already trying to help people get rid of porn addiction. And you basically sold this expert's product and have made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of it, right?
Yeah, that's true. And what I did is I basically made a video, and I ranked the video. The video has almost 1 million views right now. But what it was is, in the addiction niche, I found out there's more searches for porn addiction than you can combine alcohol, drug addiction, all that stuff. Still doesn't compare to the amount of searches for pornography addiction. So I went to this. It's a marketplace where you can find these different products. And I found someone who had a really good product on pornography addiction. I made a video. The video took me, I don't know, maybe about an hour to put together. It took me maybe 30 days for everything to rank it. And then I consistently made about $1,000 a month for like 3 years with just that few, maybe say 2 days worth of work. And it continually made that money. And I didn't have to do anything but send the traffic. I didn't have to email anybody. I didn't have to handle returns, sales, nothing. It was I just got paid through this marketplace every month. Boom. I just got a check every month in the mail.
Simplicity. Made a video about porn addiction, put a link inside the YouTube video that sent it to someone else's product, and you basically got paid a commission on half of that course that helped people get over porn addiction, and you've been able to make well over $100,000 off of it. That kind of sums up affiliate marketing down to its simplicity, correct?
Yeah, correct.
That's it. So that's one way. This is the second way that people are making money inside of OMG, is through affiliate marketing, selling other people's products instead of creating your own, as Joe says. Why do you want to sit there and get the credibility? And let's say that you think you're great at, who knows, maybe it's perfecting the 3-point, shot in basketball, and you want to put out a course on that, film the videos, do the content, do this, get credible, become a guru at it, and then have people want to buy it. That's a long stretch. But if you already found someone else out there, that incredible basketball course, you could just promote that. And with the power that we teach you with search engine optimization, remember, you control traffic, you control money. You can send that targeted traffic over to wherever you want. And now you can start to cash in. The next way that people make money inside of OMG is Fletch, I'm going to lean on you for this one. And this is affiliate and consulting hybrids. What this is lead generation, call tracking, other things. With this sort of stuff, Fletch, can you kind of, just in a kindergarten way, I know that this is a huge portion of your money. What is lead generation? So when someone is making money online and they say, I make it through lead generation and through consulting, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's It's interesting. Hey, do me a favor here. We've never done this before, kind of off the cuff. Let's hope it works.
Sure.
So role play with me a little bit, Cotton. Okay.
Sure.
So I'm going to call you on the phone. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Cotton Grammar?
It is.
Hey, you guys do SEO consulting, right?
Yes, we do.
Are you guys currently taking on new customers?
Always.
Hey, that's great to hear. I'll keep this real short. I'm a web design agency based in Phoenix, and I'm looking for somebody to be able to handle my SEO clients. Would you be interested in helping me out and taking some of these calls for me?
So let me get this straight. You want to send me a bunch of SEO clients that I can close and make money off of?
I'd love to, man. I think we can work well together.
Tell me the information. I'm interested.
All right, there you go. So there's the sales pitch of lead generation. What it effectively boils down to is the ability to really generate calls and traffic for a business that's interested in growing, and really dumbs it down, simplifies it. There's not a lot of, contracts and legalese and things like that. I get paid per phone call, and those phone calls are, vetted leads, and we have ways of tracking that and forwarding phone calls to a single number or multiple numbers or round robins or all those kinds of things. But at the end of the day, what we do is we build websites or social media, presences, videos, whatever it might be, and get people to take action. And when they take action, many times it's through a phone call, other times it's through filling out a form and hitting submit. But what we do is then just take that information and make sure it goes to a business that can help that interested party out in taking that next step and really fulfilling whatever they're looking for, whether it's an SEO consultant or somebody that needs insulation in their attic or any number of other things. There's tons of ways to make money with this. And there's a lot of networks that are actually already set up that have a ton of people that are saying, yeah, I'll buy, any lead you can send me. You can also just do this completely separate from that, much like what the little role-playing exercise that we just did was, which is just call people that are in the industry, are trying to get new customers, and you can work out partnership deals with them. And a lot of different ways to slice that up and make it work, but there's a lot of money in it for people that can generate that traffic, right? About the whole thing that this webinar is kind of based on.
So Fletch, just kind of sum it up for like people to understand it. Because of our knowledge that we teach inside of OMG of how to build websites and how to get very visible in Google, the number 1, 2 positions, what we're doing is we're acting as the middleman. We're picking out something like emergency plumber, and we're taking over that visibility in Google, and we're sending those phone calls to another plumber that wants it and charging them a premium for it, correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Google's done a lot of the hard work, and they spent the big money, right? Advertising and making everybody aware that they're there, and you go to Google to find the answer to your question. And we're just kind of piggybacking on what Google did, getting people to go there and making sure that the clients and the customers and the partnerships that we work with are found at the top so that they get the lion's share of the calls or clicks or whatever you want to, come down to.
Sure. And just kind of extrapolate this a little bit more for you new people that don't do this. You say, well, what it is a lot of people really love this way of making money because you own the website. And instead of powering up someone's site like how I make my money, I make my client site more powerful. But what Fletch does is Fletch builds his own websites and sends the phone calls over to someone else and charges them per lead or per phone call. And that's how people make money as well. Joe, if you could just kind of extend out this as well with affiliate and kind of hybrid stuff. People also make money on something called CPA. If you could just give like a paragraph description, just in a very simple way, what is CPA and how do people make money with that inside of OMG?
Well, so if you think about affiliate marketing, you actually, you sell something and you split the profit. What CPA is, it means cost per action, right? So all you have to do is get people to do some kind of action, like give an email or make a phone call. Like Fletcher was saying, there are a lot of people that would pay you, like, say you have a site for mold removal and you put a tracking phone number on there. There are companies that will pay you for every phone call, or they, like I said, they fill out a form, or maybe they do a trial on on some kind of weight loss thing. They pay $2 for shipping for this trial, and the CPA company pays you $40. So it's just a way of making money without people having to pull out their credit card.
Great. So it's cost per action, CPA. It's getting someone to really just do an action, fill out a form, take a trial, grab an email, do anything like that, and then you get paid for it, right?
Right. Yeah. Do a survey, just about anything. And I really like CPA offers because you can really scale them up, and because people only have to do certain things, it's really easy to get them to do that. And especially when you combine it with, like Fletch was talking about, with lead generation and selling leads to local companies. These CPA offer companies sometimes work as a middleman, these networks, and you could sell your leads right away. You don't even have to make a phone call and try to find a local contractor. You just go to these CPA networks and they'll just buy whatever leads you could send them.
Great explanation. The next one up is ways people make money inside of OMG is through Amazon and through e-commerce. And that's physical products. And there's a number of different ways to do it. We have one of the most incredible Amazon teachers inside of OMG. Her name is Liz Herrera. And if physical products is what you've wanted to get involved in, selling in Amazon or making money, we've got dozens and dozens and dozens of people that are inside of OMG that are making over 6 figures a year. Some of them even a month selling physical products on Amazon. And Liz has made it easier than ever for people to do that. Picking out a product, getting it on Amazon. We have the A to B steps to get that done. Then there's e-commerce, which is a little bit different than Amazon, which is kind of Shopify stores, which are drop shipping, selling physical products, doing things like that through paid ads and through other instances like that. But if this is the direction that you want to go, we've got plenty of people making money through Amazon and e-commerce that are inside of OMG. Fletch, because I don't do this, if you could just kind of give your definition of this as well, about how people make money with this on OMG. I don't think I did it justice enough because I don't make my money this way, but it's a great way for people to make money. How would you describe this?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I went through a lot of different ways of making money on the internet, still do a lot of them. But with physical products, and just kind of boil it down to that, right? Amazon and e-com are kind of based on physical products. A lot more people are shopping for those kinds of things online for a few different reasons, right? There's convenience, there's price, there's selection, there's not, having to fight crowds and all this kind of crazy stuff. And because there are so many people shopping online, there are a couple different choices that people that own websites have of making money, right? You can rank for someone who's looking for a gift idea that they don't really know the person all that well for, and you can have a landing page that tells people how to pick gifts. And in an article, if you're shopping for your father-in-law and you just got married, what you should get them and how much you should spend, right? You can have an article that gives them some instructions, and there might be a link there that would go and add a really nice cigar cutter to a cart or something like that. Now, there's a couple different ways of slicing that up, even where you can own the website, you can own the product, you can ship the product physically, or on Amazon now, they've really outsourced that whole dang thing so that you've got somebody that'll drop ship for you. You've got people in China that will manufacture the product for you. You've got people who will put all the graphic design packages together for you. And what Liz really talks about and does so well is instructs you how to make sure that you get that traffic to the listing that you have. So the way I've made most of my money with kind of some e-com is in conjunction with Amazon. What I'll do is I'll rank for a term, and you guys can go look this up if you want, but are variable speed pool pumps worth it, right? It's a weird little tiny niche, but it's a physical product. Pool pump that people will buy to save money on their energy bills. I live in Phoenix. Everybody has a pool. Everybody's also trying to save money by keeping the pool clean. So I ranked that term 4 years ago. And when people read the article I wrote up about it, which has a bunch of math and numbers and things like that, if at any time they click on one of those links, they'll go to Amazon, add that actual pool pump that I recommend to their cart and buy it, and I'll make a piece of it. But again, as I say, I won't say I was caught off guard, but trying to describe it from a scenario of really a person who has a problem or has a question. They go online, they need that question answered, that problem solved. The easiest thing for them to do is to not go online, do research, and then go get in their car and drive someplace and buy this thing, because they don't even know where it's going to be. They want to just add it to the cart, kind of resolve that tension immediately. And there's a bunch of different ways of doing that. Like we say, Amazon is the big one in the room, but we've got Etsy, we've got Shopify. There's a lot of different WooCommerce platforms that run on WordPress. I know we're not getting all that technical, but there's a lot of different ways to make money with physical products, as long as you can get that traffic to it and you understand the industry and things like that. So that's why, having Liz and being able to kind of piggyback on her knowledge of getting those physical products put together cheaply, getting them delivered so you don't have the hassle of inventory and all this kind of craziness, is key to being able to make money with traffic.
Sounds good, Fletch. Thank you for that explanation. So Amazon e-commerce, that's one way we make. The next way is through reputation management. And I want you to think about this. It's common sense. There's always going to be negative things that you don't want on Google, and it's the removal of them. And it's also, but not only that, but reputation management is also how you help people build a strong reputation online. And that's one of the lessons that we're going to be giving on Thursday. That's literally would be a $10,000 lesson. It's what I would charge someone $10,000 if they came to me, about how you can start to take over your brand, your identity, your reputation online right now, because more people are looking for it than ever before. Whether you apply for a job, whether you want to get a lease, buy a house, do whatever, people are checking your reputation online. And we're going to talk an incredible lesson we have lined up for you on Thursday just about this. And also, this is how people can make a tremendous amount of money if you know what you're doing online. And also, video marketing. Video marketing is one of these things right now to where YouTube, there's so many people on it. It's getting hit everywhere. And, they say that people spend, at least from the ages of 16 to 30, spend anywhere from 12 to 14 hours a month on YouTube. It's incredible. So with that, businesses can also, and you've heard Joe just say, he's made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of one video. This is another way. So by making videos or offering video marketing, this is one way. We have an absolutely mind-bending lesson on workshop number 3 that we're going to go over about video marketing as well. And I know what a lot of you saying is, hey, how does this all happen for me? How does it all affect me? How does this happen to me? How can I get all this stuff done? And, we've had people that have been in OMG for a while, and it just says, hey, I've tried several online courses, and he's been in the knit. He said he's tried to make money online for 12 years. He's been in OMG since 2013. OMG's been around for close to 5 years now. One thing that separates OMG from 99% of all the online programs is you're taught by highly successful people. And it's true. There's no theories, there's no assumptions, no BS, just plain value. It's always incredible to hear that. Then when you have someone like Virginia signed up with OMG because I had a life and health coaching business, I was just starting, I had no idea how to build my website. Let me tell you, I've learned so much more. Both of my websites, health and SEO, were ranking for page 1. I admit there is so much learning. I have flip-flopped from local SEO, Amazon, and Flip before I finally settled on learning local. People have an incredible amount of stuff to say. Another one, first program she bought in her life, hadn't even spent $50 online. And now, Caval's making a lot of money where she's at in Dubai. This works all over the world. And another one saying that she started her career, that she's learned more in OMG in a few months, and she has 20 years with her medical studies. And the last one, he says, when he joined OMG, he's making about $800 per month. His business was sinking. He's at $32,000 a month right now. Very large part of that growth is directly tied to OMG. And it's just incredible to hear stories like that from like people that are absolutely learning from us. And, just more and more. But as I promised you before, I wanted to give you a deeper look of the number one way that people are making money inside of OMG so you can kind of better understand it. And I'm going to take the words with Orlando Plumber, and we're just going to run through this very quickly. People search for it. What they get is they'll have Google come up and it'll kind of look like this. So when we see here the Orlando Plumber, and I'm going to pick on Sunshine Plumbing, and maybe that's who I would call. But what you didn't pay attention to, they're on page 3. You see, nobody goes to page 3 to search for a plumber if they've got a leak in the house that they want fixed. And so the question is, how much money is that single Orlando plumber losing to his competitors by being on page 3? And I kind of did the math for you. There's 1,600 people that search for Orlando Plumber every month according to Google. Google came up with these numbers. Now, I'm going to be very conservative. I'm going to say that's a possible 100 clients of the 600 people that are searching for it. It's very conservative. $300 per job, which is very conservative. He's at a minimum losing $30,000 a month. This is exactly how valuable it is to have high visibility, to learn search engine optimization, and to be able to point this traffic wherever you want. You can help this business make and change this business just like that. Local businesses are so desperate to work with us just to get over the edge over their competitors to survive in their market. And the unlimited businesses are needing help. Like I told you before, I want you to think about all the suburbs and all the big cities everywhere. There's doctors, lawyers, dentists, bakeries, fencers, roofers, chiropractors, restaurants, all these places everywhere. Small towns, big towns, medium towns, everywhere. Millions and millions and millions of businesses. And there's not enough people that understand search engine optimization or understand how to utilize free traffic to get it over to these businesses to keep them alive. I'm going to show you one example of how powerful it is to be inside of OMG. I started OMG with zero knowledge, zero traffic of consulting or anything 3 years ago. And here's what happened next. I was able to learn through OMG how to get my website up, very good looking website up. Then I started to go after terms of a digital marketing agency, which is the SEO terms. And I went after Chicago SEO. And as you can see, I have the #1 position and I've had it for almost 2.5 years right now. But that wasn't enough. I wanted to go after the biggest city in the world. And I'm there right now, #1 for Tokyo SEO. I'm also #1 for Tokyo, for Tokyo SEO.jp with Google.jp. So in Japan. So this is worldwide. I can do business right here locally in Florida. I can start doing business with some of the biggest cities in the world and get unlimited traffic and have these people click and come to my website. And you know what? Here's what happened with the visibility of that #1 position in Google. As I said before, when you control traffic, you control money. Within the first year, this was in 2014, I was able to save, not make, this is save $1.3 million into my retirement in 2014, my first year. Now, currently today, my business built by the OMG Blueprint, which we call our perfect process, does over $25,000 a day and does over $800,000 a month in profit. And last month, I was actually over $1 million a month. So when you look at things like that, this is the power. And is my results typical? I can't say. I live and breathe work. I always try to push boundaries. I always try to do that. But there's one thing about OMG is it's duplicatable. It's incredible. It's really assembled by the most successful marketers in their own niche. It's an evergreen program, which we keep adding to it, as I tell you before. Our research and development, we come back with live webinars every week. We're just a reputation factory for success. And I want you to think about this. We do this with no products, no employees, no office space. And I'm telling you right now, there is simply no smarter business model. It's incredible. Joe, can you think of another business model where you can do that?
Let me get no, not at all. I mean, I mean, you think about it, when people think about starting a business, I hear them getting advice all the time where it's like, oh, go start a franchise or go do this or go do that. Well, you do any of that stuff, you have to outlay a lot of money. You're basically buying yourself and getting yourself a job. Whereas this business model that we have, it's almost, I would say it is basically the perfect business model.
Exactly. But not only that, OMG has been recommended. Bob Proctor has given it his lifetime recommendation. If you don't know Bob Proctor, he's been in the success arena for over 5 decades right now. And Ty Lopez has recommended us for 2 years running right now to his community. Ty's come out and basically said it is really the only thing he's ever recommended his community. He's never had one person come back and complain. All he hears are people thanking him for being inside our particular program. Now, what we wanted to do is just kind of get you acclimated inside of about how people are really making money inside of OMG. And what I want to just offer you right now is this. Tonight, we wanted to do just a simple orientation. We wanted to get you acclimated to kind of what OMG is. We wanted to show you the different ways to make money before the second, third, and fourth workshops that we really start unleashing the training. And if you feel right now with what you've seen and what you've learned, with one of the ways that we showed you of how you can make money online, if you can remember one, give me the list right now, right here in the Facebook group. Which way would you choose right now? If you could go over the shoulder with one of the people that would absolutely give you a step-by-step process of how you could literally make enough money to quit your day job, which one would you pick right now to choose the avenue for you to make your money? What kind of resonated with you? So if you're listening right now, just post it in the Facebook group right now. Which avenue would you take? Client consulting, affiliate marketing, the lead generation, e-commerce or Amazon, online reputation management, video marketing? Which one of those kind of just jumps out at you? Because these are really the 5 core foundations, or the foundations that we have that we've really built OMG around, to where people are making really money. And right, traffic is going to be able to get sent anywhere, just so you know. We teach you how to harness traffic, but where are you going to send that traffic? We're having a lot of people say Amazon, consulting, affiliate marketing with Joe Marfolio. Hey, there's a lot of people here that's like a lot of different things, and that's fantastic. But here's the whole thing. If you don't find something, or if you don't visualize yourself already doing something, it's going to be very hard for you to do it. Love to see what everyone has to say. Keep posting on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit closer look of what is inside the members area and what OMG is basically all about. I've showed you how people are making money, but now I'm going to show you exactly what would happen if you were to be inside of OMG. And let me roll it back up here. Fletch, can you see my screen right now where it just says 2017?
You're looking good.
Great. So this is Project No Holds Barred NHB 2017. Every year we change it to either 2017, 2018. And literally it is one of the most recommended internet marketing courses in history. We have Bob Proctor, as I just stated earlier, who has given us his lifetime recommendation for this particular course. You know, with OMG, it's literally this. You get an immediate advantage when you get signed on. You get access to our live webinars every week with all of our entrepreneurs that are out there living and breathing it. So that you get an immediate advantage. You get an ongoing advantage because they keep going. You have live webinars coming from our entrepreneurs for 1 full year, many times a little over a year. But not only that, you get a permanent advantage once you get inside. You're going to get access to our paid Facebook private groups, which are going to be masterminding with thousands of some of the top digital marketers in the world that love helping people. It's literally a pay it forward attitude inside of there. It's absolutely amazing. So this is what you get when you get inside of OMG. But what I wanted to take a little bit of time doing right now is just going over some of the perfect process transformations of people that have been inside of OMG and have literally changed their lives. And you know, One of them that really just reached out and kind of touched me was Francisco. The last time that we met and talked with him, Francisco was in Mexico. And what he had to do is OMG, the course is in English. So Francisco was not that good at English. So he struggled. He learned OMG through English. Then what happened is, because of a family emergency, he had to relocate himself to Switzerland. And from there, he had to learn yet another language to communicate with the local businesses there and everything else. Through language barriers to $10,000 a month. Now, remember what I sat and told you earlier on. A lot of you might sit and say that you don't have the resources, you don't have the time, you don't have the smart. Francisco proved that real entrepreneurs, it's never about the lack of resources, it's about your lack of resourcefulness. He was resourceful enough to where he still was able, with broken languages, that business owners could find the value, where he was making $10,000 a month through consulting small businesses. Incredible story. One that we always go to right here is, Fletch, tell people about your story and about your transformation and about how you got inside of OMG.
Yeah, I mean, the slide that you guys are seeing there, it's me on the left and right. The left picture is kind of right before I joined OMG. I was a general contractor here in Phoenix, Arizona. I did a lot of energy efficiency work. I was in attics. I crawled around, fixed people's insulation and air conditioning and things like that. And I actually kind of didn't pay attention to the important stuff in life, and wound up getting a call crawling around in the attic from my wife, who told me that our water got turned off, utilities got turned off. And, it was just kind of that wake up call that I was obviously missing something in life that was very, very important. And I needed to figure out what that was. And that was really the first step that started me on a very short journey to finding OMG and watching a webinar very much like this. I said that's it. Now, problem was I had no money yet. So I wound up, selling my tools and truck to get the money together to join OMG. And also when I, joined, I again was out of resources to be able to do my construction work, and had to figure out a way to make money with my knowledge. So that was kind of how the outgrowth of this lead generation kind of started, because I was able to, instead of getting construction projects and having my installation contractor come in and actually install the installation, I could just send the phone call directly to the installation contractor, and the customer actually got a better price. The installation contractor could make more money, and I got to make a little piece out of that whole thing. And was, within, I think, 45 days, 60 days, give or take, was able to put about $10,000 in the bank, which felt very good. I was able to get the utilities turned back on. And then I kind of faced a, different decision, which was, okay, do I just use this to grow my construction company, or do I just go headlong into, really working in digital marketing? And I'm very glad that I chose the latter of those two. It's been very good to me. It's let me take care of my family in a lot of different ways. It's let me help tons of people in OMG, get out of the situations they're in. But that picture on the right was me in Aspen, Colorado. I grew up in Colorado, and was able to take my family back up there and, just kind of show them the sights. Aspen was a kind of a ritzy town that was near where I grew up. And, we'd go there and we could eat at like McDonald's, and we couldn't really go to the fancy places. But that trip, which was last summer, was very different. We got to stay in a really nice hotel, eat very nice food. And it was kind of coming full circle on the journey that started with a ton of pain and trying to scratch my head and figure out what I'd missed and what was the next important thing that I needed to pay attention to in the world.
Amazing stuff, Fletch. Always amazing to hear your story. And thank you for that, man. Fletch is one of the credible stories, selling his own truck to get inside of OMG. And probably the best decision you ever made, isn't it, Fletch?
Well, Mary, my wife's right up there, but this one let me do that
Best
the right way.
business decision. How about that?
Business decision. I'll agree with you there, Cotton.
There you go.
Yeah.
But no, Fletch is an incredible story there. The next one up is one of my best friends. Him and I live in the same building downtown Miami, Gregory Ortiz. You know, Gregory started out when he heard about OMG Machines. He was a Bed Bath & Beyond manager making about $50,000 a year, 60 hours a week, really no time. No time. You know, we'd say, I got no time, got no money. I have no this, I have no that. People always say they have no resources. And Gregory is just personified. The whole thing is not lack of resources, but I'm going to be more resourceful than anyone else if I want to get it. What Gregory simply did is he had a 2-hour subway ride from New York City back to where he lived, back in the suburbs of New York City. And literally that's when he would do it. He would only get 2 or 3 hours of sleep for months, study this. And now he lives in a penthouse downtown Miami. He's making well over $100,000 a month. And he's done that through a lot of hard work, through a lot of determination, and by following the blueprint that is inside of OMG. One of our more successful stories that have ever came through. And this could be you. You know, we're waiting for the next superstar to come out there to make this sort of money. Gregory was determined that he was going to do this. Literally inspiring. He's built software now, did a lot of other stuff, and continues to find ways to make money online. Just incredible story. So the next question is what is Project No Holds Barred 2017? Well, I'm going to dig into the nuts and bolts. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. Well, it's a minimum of 3 live weekly webinars. That's what you get inside of OMG, a minimum of 3. And, you know, let's see what some of the people say about what some of the webinars are there. It says, thanks, Cotton and Joe, for another mind-blowing webinar tonight. Started OMG with no knowledge of SEO. The way Cotton teaches SEO to newbies like myself is simply awesome. The next one up, all of the OMG coaching webinars are great, but there's something very special about assimilation like webinars I can't put my finger on and on. Wow, what can I say? I'm still mind-blown from tonight's Simulation Light webinar again, but then again, I'm mind-blown every Light webinar. It goes on and on. Hi, everyone. I was added to the group last night. Started in OMG a week ago. I've been catching up with all the replays. Tonight's webinar was my first one. All I can say is wow, wow, wow. Next one. There's absolutely nothing light about tonight's Simulation Light webinar. This was some mind-blowing stuff. Every week, coaches break SEO down and provide some heavy-hitting info, easy to understand in a manner for newbies like me. It just continues to go on and on about how incredible our live webinars are. And we're going to go through and just we're going to give you a week of what it's like to be inside of OMG. We start out Sundays with Fletch. Fletch, what do they get to start the week out with you every Sunday? What goes down on your live weekly webinars?
Yeah, man, I really come at it from an angle of a completely open forum for Q&A. And, you know, we can have kind of a rapid fire. If you just need a single question answered that's really technical and really easy, you know, 1 or 2 word answer, to the far end of the other spectrum, which is let's go in and take this whole website apart and figure out why it isn't working as well as it should. And even a step beyond that, to look at your business and say, okay, what's your strategy for getting traffic to this thing? What's your conversion strategy? How are you going to monetize this? What are you going to do with it once you get somebody to take action on your site? Like, what's your overall plan here? So, you know, depending on where you are in your journey, in your experience level, you can get a lot of questions answered. We get a ton of people who share their website. So you get to kind of look over the shoulder of not just the coaches, but other people kind of on the journey with you and see kind of what projects that they're working on. And it's pretty much this exact same format. You got a video with me looking at you. I do screen shares, show you, you know, the login information, not information, but, you know, kind of behind the scenes of websites that I have that Cotton showed earlier. I let you see exactly how I have those things set up so that they get the most out of the traffic that come in. And we just kind of move along that way. And I really try to respond to where people are in their journey. And as kind of the year progresses, we change up the format a little bit to keep things fresh, but it's always fun on Sundays.
Amazing stuff. That's every Sunday in OMG. You get Fletch as one of the live webinars goes on. Mondays is one of the founders of OMG, Greg Morrison, who's literally probably one of the best SEOs on planet Earth. Greg literally looks at algorithms and studies Google. He has thousands of websites that are up just does different things to them to find out the different reactions of them. We literally basically base all of our SEO on his testing and what he does. This is the only place you get access to Greg Morrison's incredible mind of SEO. This is every Monday. And at Monday afternoons are kind of just set aside. It's Greg Morrison Day. You get in, this is the only place you get access to Greg Morrison. And trust me, you're going to want access to him, especially for these difficult things, difficult questions you have. Greg's there to walk you, hold you through the hand, take you through everything. Tuesday is what we generally use is our Amazon Day. That's where Liz Herrera cuts loose and where she teaches everyone Amazon. Even if you don't know anything about Amazon, Liz takes you by the hand and has a step-by-step newbie process where she takes everyone and teaches them, and they've had a tremendous amount of success. So if you're wanting to get involved inside of physical products, Tuesday is going to be your day that you're going to be spending with Liz Herrera. And our flagship webinar is Assimilation. It happens every Wednesday. And it's literally a lot like a rock concert. When we get in there, literally we go hashtag, we go crazy. I'm the one that's the host of it. Joe Marfolio is my coach, is my co-host. So is Stephen Floyd. And here's what some of the people have even said about it this year. And this is this year. It says, for 3 weeks now, I've watched Assimilation Light, webinars and SEO. I'm completely a new beginner with zero knowledge. And it just says, I'm a little nervous starting out. Cotton, Joe, and Stephen are explaining everything at the basic level to help me learn the right way. I'm so grateful to you all. I've learned more about SEO in the first few weeks in OMG than 1.5 years of other SEO courses. I joined OMG in December. I've devoured everything I can by applying things I've learned. It says you've learned from everyone. I just signed a 6-month, $12,000 deal on January 17, 2017. These guys make dreams a reality, not just for me, but for my clients. I've been in OMG for only a few weeks and I've had so many aha moments. I've learned so much. I've been doing SEO for a few years. So glad I found OMG. Thanks for the awesome Assimilation Light webinars. So this is exactly the type of things that you get when you get on Assimilation and when you get our webinars every week. There's a lot of bonus webinars and there's a lot of other stuff that we do as well. But these are the core webinars that you're going to be getting every week inside of OMG. And when we go in the OMG members area, our members area are filled with thousands of hours of modules that have been recorded, that have been archived over the years, and they're still valid and can still help you make money. But you're going to get over-the-shoulder training from $100,000 per month entrepreneur earners. You know, you're going to learn the mastery of client consulting, the mastery of search engines. You're going to learn the mastery of affiliate marketing, mastery of lead generation, the mastery of Amazon, the mastery of e-commerce. But there's one thing that we've never talked about is the mindset that's inside of OMG sets it apart from everywhere else. Alchemy is one of these things that a lot of people get as an added bonus they don't even know when they get inside. David Mills, our CEO of OMG, has set aside, he's literally did 90 hours of mindset training to literally show you how to rewire your mind right and get ready for business. He's a mastermind that's kind of designed OMG and got it to success over the last 5 years. And that's 90 hours you have access to that. But you're going to find that literally, and David Mills gets it, and so do all of us, you know what? The right information without the right mindset is worthless. You can have a treasure map going to get you $100 million of treasure, but if you don't get off the couch to go find the treasure, that information is worthless. And that's why mindset, alchemy, and all of this is so important when you get inside of OMG. Another thing that's highly important inside of OMG is we talk about our private members area inside of Facebook. You're going to get access to a private Facebook group with thousands of members in it who are literally all moving in the same direction, all with the same career, all wanting to share their information. It's crowdsourced information with everyone with a pay-it-forward attitude. Many people say that this is the most valuable aspect of being inside of OMG. It's incredibly exciting. You know, a matter of fact, I'm so excited about OMG that on one of my webinars, I asked everybody, hold on, hit the wrong key here. I asked everybody, is OMG worth $100,000? And I copy and pasted and put it up on the screen resoundingly. Everybody said yes. And I even went a step further. I went and I asked the OMG community, this is the best decision they could have ever made. Once again, the same thing, best decision ever. It's changed so many people's lives, and it's really helped create more income reports and testimonials than any online coach course in history. But you know, there's OMG Machines. Is there a catch? Yeah, there's a few catches. We're going to go over those right now. You know, OMG does not include telephone coaching. What we don't do is we don't do one-on-one coaching, telephone coaching, Skype coaching, video one-on-one coaching, anything like that. What we do is we have all of our teaching that's based on a group webinar setting to where we show up once a week. Everyone joins in live on the webinar. You have access to us to ask us live questions. Then some of us teach a lesson thereafter. Each week, part of assimilation is questions, and then we teach a valuable lesson thereafter that's happened from my business. But we don't do one-on-one coaching, or do we call you up at the home, or do we do any of that? That's not what it is. OMG is also for this serious-minded person who wants a massive advantage, not for the person who wants it all done for them. You'll need to think and act like an entrepreneur, not like an employee. The last thing I'd want to do is to turn people loose on Fletch, on Joe, on Steven, on Greg, and on Liz that don't have the right mindset. You know, remember, it's all about how resourceful you can be. And that's what we want. We want you coming in with the mind of an entrepreneur. And lastly, we do not offer refunds. We have never, since we did there, we want you to come in with the burn the boats attitude. If you're going to take the island, burn the boats. You're not going to come back. And we've done this. We've never given refunds. It's just one of these things is we want you to be dead serious coming in. We want you to have the right mindset coming in. So when you're ready to come in, just know you're committed to win, success, and to change your life. It's what we want for you. And we're going to do everything possible to make that happen. You know, OMG Machines is a full year of training and coaching and masterminding with people like Greg Morrison, myself, Liz Herrera, Stephen Floyd, Joe, we've just met, or Fletch, you just met tonight. It'd be a steal if you could get us at $20,000. I want you to think about that. Just to get me alone for the day, the business wanted me to come out and to literally do consulting with them one-on-one. I charge $15,000 a day. That's just me. And other people, Liz and Steve and all the rest of them, probably have similar prices. Very expensive to get us. But it's nowhere near that to get inside of OMG. You know, Project No Holds Barred 2017 is on a 12-month payment plan right now, $799. Right now, the video that you're watching right now, if you want to click on, get an invite to the open letter right now, it can take you right there to where you need to go. What you're going to do is it's going to look a lot like this. You're going to be on the page. It's going to say, write this. You're going to see people like Bob Proctor talking out about us, about how he's recommending it. You're going to see to where we've asked people, where we've had live events, how many of you were able to come with the profits of inside of OMG? You'll see everyone raise their hand. Then when you get down here, you're going to scroll all the way down. There's 100,000 that we just seen earlier. We're going to come down here and you're going to click on this button right here. NHB 2017. Going to take you to another one. Going to take you to our checkout where you're able to get started right now. Now, one of the things that I want you to understand is yes, OMG, it's not cheap. It's not inexpensive. But here's the whole point. Why would it be? To have this sort of information, to have the sort of stuff that we're going to hand over to you that's not in universities or not anywhere else. And it's literally 80% cheaper than you getting a 4-year degree where you can start making money, to where people are willing to give 50, 80, 90,000, some even $250,000 to go out and jump from a bachelor's to a master's, spend 30, 40,000 to get a $10,000 or $15,000 raise. It's never made any sense to me. The information that you have inside of OMG, I've seen people start earning their money back or even earning the money that the course costs in as little time as it takes. You know, if you take this full time and you jump into it, it's something that you can really, really excel quickly with. And with that, I know a lot of you said, my God, it's so expensive. But you want to know what it is? So is starting your own business. And it's a whole lot less cheaper than, think about it. If you want a brick and mortar location, think about buying a location, buying the product to put in the store, buying employees, paying for the employees, setting it all up. There's no smarter business model than being inside of OMG. So right underneath your video, click on it to the open letter that says, here's the link to the open letter from NHB. It's going to look just like this. I want you to click on it right here. There's ones right there. There's links everywhere. Click on the open letter and do that right there. That's going to take you where you need to go to get inside of OMG. Now, OMG is only open one time over the course of the year, because what we want to do is focus on you and your success for the rest of the year. We also really place so much time into making sure that you can be a success inside of OMG. What I want to know is for those of you right now, how many of you right now, just with the information that we provided right now, how many of you are excited to learn more about how you can learn how to make money through client consulting, through video marketing, through Amazon, through lead generation, and through affiliate marketing? I want you to put just hashtag me right here, hashtag me. And what I want to do is also invite you to another OMG group that I really want you to take a look at, which is called OMG Reports. I'm going to take it, I'm going to just click, and I'm going to put it on right over here. And this right here is, if I can get it with all the things coming in, this group right here. If you click on that right now, we have several people that are inside that group right now that are able to add you inside this group right now. And this group is absolutely incredible. When you go here, it literally is going to take you through where you can see all of the people that have given video testimonials, income reports about OMG. And there are hundreds and hundreds of real people. I'm just scrolling through right now. We can scroll forever that it just says this is just 23 hours ago. Today's webinar was completely amazing. Right here, just got off the webinar with Cotton Steve. Let me tell you, these guys are amazing. This on and on, 22 hours ago. This thing stays hot. We don't ask members. These are people that are doing and posting things at their own free will. And it just goes on and on and on here. You know, Fletch, I'm going to just kind of go over to you a little bit. If someone was kind of on the fence right now with wanting to join OMG, what would you tell them?
You know, it's a pretty common question that comes up is very similar to this, right? So you're stuck halfway making a decision, and that's kind of where I was for a very long time in my life. You know, I tried some things, and there'd been pieces of them that didn't really fully appeal to me. You know, construction was great, and when I had, you know, work, I made money, but, you know, physically it wasn't all that enjoyable, and, you know, the working conditions kind of sucked. So there were good things and there were bad things. Working online and being able to help this many people, you know, with the extent of the internet, there really is no downside to being able to do this professionally. You work from anywhere in the world. You make your own hours. You get to choose who you work with. You get to choose what you wear to work. You get to choose how much money you make. You don't have a boss. If you wind up with a client that you know doesn't mesh well with you, you can fire them. It's the ultimate freedom. And there are a lot of things you alluded to earlier that the depth of this program provides that I had no idea about when I joined. I thought it was just a new skill that I could learn that would give me some location freedom and make me some money. And what it's turned into is really a completely life-changing, almost identity that I can associate with and appreciate and give back to. And I don't even want to think about what my life would have been like had I not made the choice to join when I did. You said best decision. Not only is it the best decision, it is so important to get the information and the mindset, the community, everything that comes with OMG, that I'm willing to do this on a Tuesday night and not be home with my family. You know, I want other people to enjoy this and be able to give back and kind of really just share this bounty of building the internet the right way. So yeah, I would not discount making this decision and making it well. This is probably something that will change the rest of the course of your life. So make a good decision. Absolutely.
What I want to share with you right now is that please be on the next workshop, which is going to be on Thursday. It's on Thursday right now. And we're going to go in through an absolute incredible lesson. We're not going to be going in. We've already, this kind of an orientation. having you, us seeing you, you seeing us saying hello, you getting accustomed to us. But now, workshop, 2, 3, and 4, we're going to unleash it. You're going to find out exactly what it's like to be an OMG. If you're going to find out what I charge $10,000 to someone to get done, then you're going to get to find that out on Thursday. You're going to get more information about OMG. I'm not going to beat you over the head tonight. There's, we're going to, at the end of this workshop that we're doing, which is 4 of them, which ends next Thursday, if you're one of these type of people that really want to get started right now to get inside of OMG, do so now. We have a webinar that starts tomorrow night. You can get well ahead of the curve and get started. If you need some extra time to find out if we're the real deal or not, that's okay too. We're going to be here on Thursday, and we're going to throw down again, except we're going to give you so much value, your head's going to spin, that you're going to be able to take away and learn with. So with that, just remember though, what I want you to walk away with tonight is just simply this. If you want to make a change in your life, there has to be sacrifice. Too many things that goes on today with today's society is society's so impatient. They're impatient. They want now. They want to pay and they want results now. But that's not how it works. That's not how true success works. I can't show you one person that hasn't went out and changed their life or had success that didn't have to pay or sacrifice for something. If you're one of these people right now that are possibly saying, man, this is incredibly expensive, or man, can I do it? It's all based on you and what you're willing to do. Now, myself, and like I said, you can't expect typical results. I was working 14, 15 hours a day and did this full time, and that's all I did. And I didn't make any money for the first 100 days. But I put in so much time and so much effort, and I've worked harder than many people to get to where I'm at. So if you want the better life, if you want to work for a few months, a few years to live the rest of your life like no one else can, then only you can make that sacrifice. We have the information, and you need to find a way to prove that you're an entrepreneur, and by being resourceful. We're not asking you to say, hey, look, now you got to go buy a location, you got to have employees, you got to have products. We're going to show you how to do all that without it. So when you get inside of OMG, you're going to find out just how life-changing it could be. Now, once again, if you're still watching the video right now, it's under the video. You're going to simply click on this, which is going to take you to our sales letter right here, which you're going to come down and watch all the videos at your leisure right there. I want you to come back on Thursday. There's Mike Long with Bob Proctor, and then get signed up. Get signed up for OMG. That's all I can say. Joe, I like to know that you're on right here. If you could just tell people very, very quickly, why should people get signed up for OMG? What can it do for them?
If you're here, right, you're watching this video, you're still on here, there's a reason why, right? You want to make some kind of change in your life. You want to make money online. It truly, that if you want to make that step and you really, really want to make that happen, I guarantee you that if you put the effort forth and you follow the instructions given inside OMG, you will be able to do it. Like we, with 4 or 5 webinars a week, with all the success stories that we have in that OMG reports on the website everywhere. I mean, people do succeed if they apply the efforts, but in order to succeed, you need to follow people who have already done it, and you need not to waste your time going in different directions. Inside of OMG, we have a clear plan, and we have clear avenues that you can take to find that success. So, I hope that after these few webinars that we're going to do, that you guys do join us, because I want to see more success stories, because that's what we're all really enjoying. I mean, we all have our own businesses, you, Fletch, myself, but we really get joy when we see others being able to break out of that rat race that we're all in, right? Where it's like you're just making enough money to live. Then when you see people break out of that because of things they applied from inside of OMG, and they actually start living their life like they've always dreamed of, I mean, that's real fulfillment. And I hope that for everyone, who's on this webinar.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joe. Incredibly powerful. Guys, I can't say enough right now. Thursday. What I want you to do, I want to see who's going to join me on Thursday. Give me a hashtag 10K. This lesson is literally going to be a $10,000 lesson. I want you to stop and think about it. If you apply for a new job, Whether your kids are applying for a new job, you can teach this, download it to your children, teach them doing it. Whether you're getting a new house, whether you're doing anything, whether you want anything, people are searching for your reputation. Are you defending it right? Do you want the same advice and the same blueprints that I use on celebrity clients and on everyone else to get your brand, to get your name, to get your identity, and to take control of it to where you control it? Because if you're not controlling it, who is? And right now, reputation management is one of the hottest topics literally online right now. If you're not taking care of your own reputation, someone else will. And I'm going to give you some reputation management defense tactics with brand identity, with how to do it literally so quickly and so incredible that it's going to blow your mind. It's literally the same thing that I would do to a client that would come to me and I would charge them $10,000 for, which I still do. And I'm going to happily give this blueprint away to you on our next workshop. So you guys should be absolutely excited about this and be ready to roll. But with that, guys, it's been a pleasure getting a chance to meet everyone in our first workshop right now. We wanted to build a foundation and show you ways that people are having success inside of our group. If you haven't had a chance, as I said once before, please check out our Facebook group, OMG Reports. We have hundreds and hundreds, we might even be up to 1,000 of income reports and testimonials about the incredible things that people are saying that are already inside the course right now. And I can't wait. Thursday, we're going to unleash. Fletch is going to be back with me. I'm going to have a couple more special guests, but we're going to throw down, and I guarantee you, you're going to walk away with incredible value. Till then, we'll see you on Thursday. Take care.